What's going on, guys? Helmsy here. Thank you for joining me. So if you watched my video yesterday about the shift in the meta, you may have picked up on the character that I was talking about because you may know who my favorite character in Overwatch is. I'll give you a hint. She's gay. Yeah, okay. So now that everybody knows who it is, it's obviously Tracer because she's the only gay person. I mean, like, Zarya looks. Never mind. We'll just keep going. So with Genji kind of shifting out of the meta and Reaper's in the meta because he's a tank melter, but what about if you want some backline poke? So I think that Tracer is going to move into the meta, and this is just pure speculation. I know that she's played in a decent amount of games right now. She's not necessarily out of, she's not like Symmetra was. She's still a viable pick, especially for backline diving. She's a lot better whenever there's a 2-2-2 as opposed to a 3-2-1. But if she can go in there and she can take out those three in the back behind the three tanks, she's in a very good spot. So let me explain why I think she's good. So right now, Genji is out of the meta because you have three people who he can't deflect, and they're all kind of in the meta right now. These people, of course, being Symmetra, Zarya, and Winston. All of them are in the meta right now to at least some extent. I think Winston being the least of these. So I say meta. You'll see them in games quite a bit often. At least one of these people, and they can easily counter a Genji. They just follow him, that's Zarya at least. The other ones can just left click and not even have to look at him really and just follow him around and it'll kill him. Tracer is not in this same category because she can escape these beams that'll be attached to her. She doesn't have very much health. She only has 150 health, but a good Tracer is going to be able to get out of most of these things pretty easily. I know that I do not have much of an issue getting out of any of those beams. I think Winston's the biggest pain, and that's just as if he walks up on you, you can blink out and you can jump after you. But other than that, Zarya doesn't have much range whenever it comes right down to it. She can obviously lob grenades at you, and then Symmetra, she's pretty slow compared to Tracer, and she doesn't have anything. You can run into her sentry turrets, but you can kill those pretty quick, or you can just rewind out of them if you absolutely have to, if there's like a nest of 6. So I think she's in a really good spot right now because Genji is not in a really good spot right now. I think that Tracer is very, very effective at melting the backline, which she absolutely has to be, which she has to do. You should never come face on to your opponent. You should never do that. You should always flank around and go behind, maybe try and pick off the Ana because she's super overpowered right now. Granted, whenever the next patch comes out, which will be in a couple of days, she'll still be very, very strong. But I'm saying you should try to get into the backline and try to start melting some people. If you can take down Soldier before he knows what's up, that's great. In today's meta, you're playing a 3-2-1. The 1 is going to be Soldier most of the time. The reason why is because Soldier is extremely strong right now, and he's in just about every game. But Tracer can kill Soldier pretty quick as long as she takes him by surprise. If not, it's about a 50-50 depending on if he gets his, he's going to put it down in his biotic field, so he's going to start healing. Then it's kind of a trade from then on, but you still have a really good chance to poke down these backliners and effectively cut the tank meta away from, or cut the legs out from the tank meta, being the 2 supports and the Soldier. I think that would be a great way of going about it, but obviously there's better ways to do it. So I think with this shift, D.Va is not going to be so much. I don't think she's going to be out of. She's again not going to be as bad as Zarya or as Symmetra was. She's still going to be in a decent place. It's just she's going to be killed a lot quicker. Her mech is going to be destroyed a lot quicker. Tracer's not really good at dealing with tanks so much. Neither is Genji. That's why he's a little bit out of the meta. Plus, like I said, all of the laser beam attaching people are decent now. They're all of them, including Symmetra. Symmetra is really, really strong. But one thing that Tracer has always been good at, and I think she's still gonna be good at, even if she can't get those kills on the back line consistently. If she can't do it consistently, maybe switch off of her. But if you can get a kill once in a couple minutes kind of a thing, and just constantly poke that backline, constantly disrupt it. No matter what these people are doing, instead of, your full team being in front of them, it's most of your team's in front of them, and then, you're going to have a pest off to the side. You're going to have somebody poking at them, and chances are they're not going to be able to deal with it because they have 3 tanks, since this is in the meta right now. 3 tanks don't have much range. No tank has that much range. Roadhog has the hook. If he hooks you, you're dead as Tracer, obviously. I mean, you're dead as most DPS and healers, but you're just dead. There's nothing you can do about that. And I mean, like, what do you have? Zarya has like a range of like 30 yards or something like that on her left click. Her right click can obviously go quite a bit further, but that's a little bit harder to land than just holding down left click and, following somebody as they move, which is difficult to do on Tracer because she blinks, rewinds, and all that stuff. But that's the entire point of Tracer, I believe, in the meta right now, is to split attention so that your team can move in, split attention so that your team can get into position, so that maybe it takes a little bit of pressure off on them. Because, I mean, if you go in and you down, say they're Ana, say something just insanely strong right now. I mean, the chance of you downing an Ana is kind of low, since she can just biotic grenade the ground, and then Lucio's the other pick, and he's going to heal her up. But say you manage to down her, the entirety of the other team, the entirety of the team you've just killed their Ana, is going to turn around and look at you and try and focus you. While you're doing that, your team can push in, set up, do what they need to do. If you're playing a dive comp, they can immediately be on the other team, and then you can go from there. You can always escape. You move in, you kill somebody, and then you can blink or rewind out, and you'll be 100% fine. You cannot go in on people from a direct route. If you do that, then you're just gonna die. Soldier's gonna know you're there. You're gonna get shot. Zenyatta's gonna shoot you. Whoever they have is just they're gonna shoot you. You have 150 health. That's like one Roadhog right click, or if he's closed, a left click. It's not very good if you go right in. But if you become a pest and you just blink around and annoy the shit out of them, then I believe that you can get some serious work done, and I think you'll be a very good pick as a Tracer right now, which excites me, mainly because she's my favorite character, and I love playing Tracer quite a bit. And even whenever it comes to something like the 2-2-2, which I know I mentioned just a little bit ago, you are going to actually have, 2 DPS and 2 healers to deal with. And what this means is that you can still get in and get a ton of poke off, and the front line is going to be weaker, so you can still split attention, but you actually are going to have a higher chance of getting a kill on a 2-2-2 as opposed to a 3-2-1, in my opinion, just because, I mean, like, unless they have something crazy that can just one-shot you, and it is looking out for you, then you're going to be in a good place. If they have a McCree, I guess stay away from their McCree, because chances are he's going to immediately look to flashbang you and just kill you, because, I mean, all he has to do is flashbang, fan the hammer, you're dead. But anyway, I think that Tracer is in a very good spot right now, and with the upcoming changes, I can see her becoming a little bit more in the meta than she has been, which excites me, because, I mean, like, anything that happens that gets Tracer more in the meta makes me very happy, because again, she's my favorite character, and I love her playstyle. I love the way that she does damage. I love the pulse bomb kills. Nothing is more satisfying than throwing a pulse bomb on somebody and watching that person walk into 4 more people, and you just wipe like 5 people, and it's just a great feeling. You get those great pulse bomb kills. Kind of sucks whenever they happen to you, but still, But anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Again, let me know what you guys think about this. Where do you think Tracer is? Do you think she's in the meta? Well, obviously, she's a little bit out of the meta, because she's not a perfect, like, 6-man. She's not in that 6-man stack, the first 6 people that are usually considered to be in the meta right now. She's not a part of that. But do you think that she could shift into the meta with this change because Genji's shifting out? What do you guys think about all of this? Everything that I've said, everything that I've babbled on about for the last 10 minutes. I would really like to see her in the meta, because, I mean, if she becomes in the meta, then I could probably just play her and maybe get SR pretty quickly. But anyway, if you guys like the video, don't forget to drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe, whatever makes you feel happy. But thank you for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and until next time, guys, peace.